Hey guys, welcome to my first tutorial. I've been meaning to do this for a while now, but I haven't had the time, so I have the time now. And this could be basically, if you're new to Photoshop, you could follow along. It's pretty easy. I'm not going to be doing anything advanced. There's some nice techniques to make this look really good, as you've probably seen in the thumbnail. So let's get started. Go File, New. I'm gonna make this 1920 by 1080. Just, I don't know, I like HD, so yeah. I'm gonna call this landscape. Yes, that's how you spell landscape. Make it transparent and click OK. Now what we're going to start using is the lasso tool. So this is the lasso tool here, and we're going to start by drawing, basically we're going to be drawing the outline of our mountaintops, and it's going to get bigger and bigger as as the layers go on. So actually this layer, we're going to rename this. This is going to be our background layer, so just BG. I double click on that to rename, and we go new layer, and this will be our first layer. So colors, I've added colors to my swatches to make it handier, so you can use whatever colors you want, but if you find trouble to get the right colors, I recommend just screenshot this and just eyedrop all the colors. Okay, so we've got the lasso selected. I'm just going to start drawing just little squiggly lines, nothing too fancy. Kind of dip down in the middle, then come back up again, and then just close it off. And then we'll take the paint bucket tool and just bucket it in. That's one layer done. So this is for making a new layer, create another new layer, and we'll drag it down just below layer 1, and the second color. Lasso tool again, and as they kind of go on, they're going to become a little bit more wavy, so looking a bit more like a mountain. But as the layers go on, they'll become a bit more pointy, looking a bit more like mountains really. So close that one off. Okay, paint bucket tool, bucket in. Now go another layer, layer 3, drag it below layer 2, and my third color. And slightly a bit more, more peaks in the mountains. And as I get down to the middle here, I kind of usually keep it all small, and then it kind of gets a bit bigger like this. And really, it doesn't matter what way you do it. Just little squiggly lines, and it generally will always look great. So you don't have to worry too much about getting it perfect. Okay, so paint bucket tool. No. Oh, what's that other guy? Don't like him. So just rub that out. Nope. Nah. Don't like that guy. That other guy. No. Okay. Now layer 4. Drag below layer 3, and yes, lasso tool. So these are going to be slightly bigger. One in. As you can see, the colors are just getting lighter because the darker ones because this is going to be kind of like a silhouette, so the colors get brighter as it goes on. So now layer 5. Oh, yeah. New color. And so these last 3 layers are going to be the sort of higher peaks. So start that one again. I know I said you can't get it wrong, but I like to keep them a bit more pointy, less oval. But like that, like I don't really have any crazy technique of making mountains. It's just keep them kind of pointy in places. Oh, loop. Look this one in. Yes, it's looking like a valley. I hadn't planned to make it look like a valley, but it's looking like a valley. 6. Lasso. Okay, so I'll start this one from about here maybe. Make this a big long mountain. So, valley it is. And this will be our last mountain layer. Drag below 6. And I'll start this one. Yeah, about here. My dog, my wee puppy. Oh, any mistake there? There we go. Now, I don't know about that guy over there. I don't like him. Just, oh. There we go. Let me bring him in a bit more. Yeah, so here is our mountain range, and it doesn't look like much yet, but now we're going to make trees. So in order to make the trees, if you don't have a tree brush, you can make one very easy. So what we'll do is we'll make a new layer, and we're just going to just close off all the rest of these layers, and we're going to bucket this white. Okay, and then we go filter, render, tree. And this way we're going to render a tree, and then we're going to make it into a brush. So yeah, you can mess about with like the stems and all that if you wish, but I just basically just make it all black. Let it render. Most of the settings won't really matter because it's just going to be a silhouette of a tree. So, but within black, that's okay. Now, we have our beautiful little tree. Okay, so what we're going to do is go to Edit, Define Brush Preset. Let's call this Landscape Tree. Okay, And there we go, we have our brush. So we go to the paint tool, there's our brush, see? Oh, well it's white, so, but we have our brush. Now what we're going to do is, see here's a little brush here. I'm going to go into here for just to change a few settings on the brush, because we're going to be basically just scattering around trees and changing the size of them. So what we're going to do is first the spacing. We're going to just let the spacing get a good bit, maybe about 120, I guess. Nope, it's not 120. Yeah, that'll do. And size jitter. See, this is just going to change the size, so it's going to be kind of randomizing the size of the brush, and that's that. So I should have made it a bit smaller. Okay, now we can take away our brush, our tree, and bring back up this. So what we're going to do is we're going to start from layer 1, and if you hold Alt, brings the eyedropper, and you can pick the color. So we're going to start on this, our first layer, and I'll actually make it about 200. I'll try 200. It might be a bit too big. We'll see. So we're just going to hold the mouse and just scar them around. In particular, if there's any blank spots, you know, just kind of go over it. You can release the mouse, the mouse. You can release the mouse, and if you make a mistake, you know, you can undo it. Again, it's nothing particular, nothing crazy, just some trees, you know. Just change that around a little bit, make it look a bit. Yeah, just to give a bit of random, you know. So that's our first layer. Now our second layer, I'll just hide the first layer so we can see. Hold Alt, eyedropper, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make them a bit smaller, so we'll say 150. And now the same as the layer, we're just going to draw some trees, holding the mouse button down, left mouse, did it again. What the hell does it mean, a mouse? You click the mouse button. Yes. I don't even know what accent that was. Anyway. Lovely. Here's our second layer trees. You kind of see just in the background, the way you can see the trees, just a slight different colour, and makes it look lovely. So we go to layer 3, and we're going to make this 100. So the brush size is going to get smaller as time goes on. So on layer 3, nope, undo that, pick the right colour. Yeah. Okay, so let's see what it looks like. Yeah, it's looking good. So layer 4. Pick the right colour this time. And I'm going to make this 50. So these are going to be our little tiny trees in the background. On some of the mountain peaks, I like to kind of just draw with the peak to kind of make it look like it's a forest in the distance and it's completely covered in trees. trees. No, don't like that. I'll do it like that. I'll get back to you in a second. Just finish this off. Let's get rid of any gaps. There we go. That'll do. Now, layer 5. I don't think, let me just check it now what it looks like. So this is our mountains finished for now. So what we're going to do next is we're going to make our sky. So probably make it blue color. I see if that works. Yeah, that works for now. If not, I can change it. So what we're going to do is just make the moon, and to make the moon, what we're going to do is use the ellipse tool. So here's the ellipse tool. Now, if you hold shift, see if you make a circle, it kind of goes all over the place. So I also want to change the color maybe to white for now, so I can see it better. So hold shift, drag out our moon. Now just put it in place right here. Looks nice. Looks nice as it is, but yeah, we're going to make it look a bit more like a moon. Okay, so go to filter, render, difference clouds. Yep. Okay, so we're going to now just change the color of it because, you know, that looks a bit crap. So go image, adjustments, hue and saturation. We'll just change the hue to make it kind of like a blue, maybe a light blue. Lighten this up a bit. Okay. Yeah, that should do for now. Okay, so right click on the moon and go to blending options. What we're going to use is the inner glow and the outer glow. So let's start with the inner glow. Let me see the color, maybe, no, looked nice the way it was actually. So yeah, maybe make the color, yeah, like a kind of dark sky blue. Okay, so put the opacity, yeah, we'll put the opacity up to full, and size, yeah, we'll put the size at full as well. And the inner glow, let me see. See, I already had a nice enough color there, so yeah, about here, that should do fine. Okay, so just checking that, yeah, inner glow, size up to full. Inner glow, yeah, that's it, that'll do. See, what we're going to do is click OK, Okay, so now we're going to change it to color dodge, and that gives it a nice glow in the background. So what we're going to do now is go back into adjustments and go to curves. Just see if I can make it a bit brighter. Just to give it a bit more. This is just me personally, but you know, if you want to leave it the way it was, that's fine. It's just to give it a bit more detail. Our moon looks good like this. Now we need to make some stars, and then we'll get onto our clouds. So for the stars, let me see. Yeah, we'll click new layer. Stars. Okay. So what we're going to do is we need a hard brush. What we do is we'll do what we've done with the tree. So change the spacing and size jitter up to 100, and we might put some scattering. Yep. And size. Yep, I'll try that. Now on our stars, I think we've actually got a bit too many stars there, so I'm just going to lower that down a bit. Spacing. And yeah, that should be a bit better. Okay, now we're going to make our stars. So just do a few wee strokes. Stars. Some over the moon. And change the size from 3 to 5 to make some bigger stars. So I just try filling the gaps. Don't worry about getting on the moon. We'll just use the eraser tool just to get rid of that. Now, get our eraser tool. We need to go back to a regular brush. So just get rid of these stars. Yep, that looks good. Okay. Now, going to make some clouds just to kind of cover it over a bit. So what we do is go layer, new layer, call this clouds. Okay, so to make our clouds, we're going to go to filter, render, clouds. And it doesn't look like much now, but what we're going to do is we're going to take the eraser tool and just make some kind of curved shapes just by like this. Okay, it looks good. Okay, we're going to change it to divide, so go down the bottom here to divide. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're just going to smudge the clouds over, kind of give them a nice sort of swirly look. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the smudge tool, and I'll try F500 might be good. So what we'll do is just hold, and this might take a while to load, it depends on your computer. Okay, so we will do it down here again. Takes a wee bit to load. Okay, and then one more time down the bottom. Okay, so I think I'll just do one more over here. Okay, there you have it. I think that looks nice. Okay, so that was my landscape tutorial, my first ever tutorial. Please let me know what you think in the comments below, and I hope to do some more tutorials. There'll be some more in Photoshop and hopefully some in After Effects too. So thank you for watching, guys. See ya.